Hello and welcome to Lezama for this matchday 25 of La Liga Smartbank. Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta are receiving the visit of Girona Football Club. Two teams with two very different goals and the outcome of this season. Their hopes are very different, but they both need the 3 points today in order to continue making their way into accomplishing these goals. Amorebieta, the third team starting from the bottom of the table. Distance with the Leganés, the first team out of relegation zone, is of 5 points. They come from a painful defeat last week in El Molinón against Real Sporting, and they've not been able to win since the 5th of December where they did it in Malaga, and they know they have to get stronger in order to stay at this level next year. On the other side, Girona looking to get back into the top flight of La Liga, and right now the way to do it will be the playoff, of which they are in the last spot that allows to play in it, with just 2 points more than Cartagena. The direct promotion spots are still at a distance of 8 points. Girona come from a draw at home last week against Lugo, but they remain undefeated in the last 6 games of La Liga, with only 2 draws, including this one we were mentioning. This is a lineup for the locals. Santa Maria in goal with Gil, Nolascoain and Luengo in the defensive line. And in the picture we have Drone, Larrazábal, Peña, Lozano, Iker Bilbao and Seguin will be in the midfield. And Gorka Guruzeta and Sergio Moreno are the 2 men in front. As we see in the picture, Seguin and Larrazábal, we can expect them going up and down throughout the whole game with more of a defensive profile. The referee of this game is Eduardo Prieto Iglesias, former La Liga Santander referee. He'll be accompanied by Francisco Javier García Sabuco and David Ortiz Calderón. And in the VAR we'll have Víctor Areces Franco, accompanied by José Antonio López Toca. The 4th official is Alejandro Lucena Perdomo. And this is the lineup for Girona, with Adrián Ortola in goal, Arnau Martínez, Santi Bueno, Bernardo, Juanpe and Junca in the defensive line. In the middle of the midfield is Paul Lozano, and on the right we'll have Ibrahim Akebe, and on the left he'll have Alex Baena, and in front there's the return of Cristian Estuani, and as the picture shows, Borja Garcia is the other front man expected. We can probably imagine Cristian Estuani will have a more advanced position than Borja Garcia, who will probably have an offensive midfield profile shared with Alex Baena. We'll see exactly how the picture takes onto the pitch, as we just waiting for the kickoff of this game, running a couple of minutes late. It's already past 4 o'clock here in Lezama, the sporting venue of Athletic Club, as you know, and in this first year of Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta in the professional levels of Spanish football, they've come to play here, and this is the coach of the visiting side, Michel Sanchez. So all set and ready. The first team to play will be Girona, and this is the coach of Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta, Íñigo Vélez. Eduardo Prieto Iglesias blows his whistle, and it's all set and ready for kickoff. And as we said, Girona are the ones starting with possession. So we take a look at the table. Girona, as we were saying, they're 6th. At the top of the table, Real Valladolid have taken the first position. Still waiting to see what Eibar and Almería do, if they can regain their spots at the top of the table. And Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta, 21 points. In front of them, there's Fuenlabrada, and as we also said earlier, Club Deportivo Leganés are the first team out of relegation, the spot Amorebieta are hoping to get closer to. The ball still in dispute, no one's really taken the ownership of. Ibrahim Akebe now tries to do it, puts the pass forward, and Girona trying to go out with Paul Lozano. There's Ibrahima Kebe again, playing back to the defender, Santi Bueno, Bernardo and Juanpe, the three centre-backs of Girona in this particular formation we're used to from the Catalan side. Alex Reina can't find any options. Amorebieta well positioned on the field, not letting the Catalan side make progress. Now it's Alex Reina again. Tries to send it directly forward. The ball rebounds from an opponent, and Amorebieta recover it. Guruceta was trying to put that ball through. The ball was recovered by Hernán Martínez. Bernardo Espinosa clearly showing his teammates he needs some assistance to get out of there. Ball all the way back to the goalkeeper Adrián Ortolá, who still doesn't want to play it long. Goes to the right with Santi Bueno, the Uruguayan, making progress, connecting with Baena. Baena, good pass now for Ibrahima Kebe. That diagonal ball was intercepted. The ball back in power of the Basque side. Now it's Sergio Moreno who was trying to get through, and in the end the decision of the ref has not been of the likes of the fans of Amorebieta. It's a throw-in for Girona. Santi Bueno and Bernardo. Ibrahima Kebe under pressure. Good pass now to get out. It was Paul Lozano putting it for Alex Baena. The player on loan of Villarreal still holding on to it. The referee lets the play go on. Still in the feet of Alex Baena. Now put it for Borja. Borja tries to find Stuani on the other side. The ball is cleared out, but back to the feet of Borja. Juanpe coming up to for David Junca. Back again with Juanpe. That ball didn't get through. Now it's Sergio Moreno trying to go out. Now Guruceta on the run. Good move now without touching the ball, getting through the pressure of Bernardo. He might have a chance to shoot. Puts it for Álvaro Peña. Álvaro Peña's inside the box. He has to put it back for the arrival of Iker Bilbao. Back to Álvaro Peña. Now on the wing, it's Seguin, and a rebound ends out. First dangerous approach of any of the two sides came from Amorebieta, the local side. They just couldn't find that finishing touch to make Adrián Ortolá have to make an effort to save it. Ball in possession of Amorebieta now. It's Peru Nolascoain, a new signing. He feels at home right now. He's come on loan from Athletic Club, and obviously this is the training ground of his former side. Peru Nolascoain had been injured for over 2 years. He just made his debut debut back with Athletic Club in the recent games, and to get back into competitive rhythm, the decision taken was this loan to help out. Another, and careful, that's a silly goal of match day 24 here. We got it. Completely absurd. Guruceta taking that ball from Adrián Ortolá. What an absurd goal. Adrián Ortolá really frustrated of that mistake, because that's giving away an advantage that you mustn't give, even less this early to the game. No real pressure there, not even on the goalkeeper. And this is the risk you run. Well, you don't usually see headed goals from this distance. What a silly goal that Girona have conceded, and that's great news for Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta. With 5 minutes gone through, they get the lead. Sorry, I said match day 24. It's match day 25. I'm getting it mixed up here with the number of the goal scorer. In any case, well, this will certainly make the zapping shows and the news all around the country. And now Girona have committed suicide with this, and they've given away 1 goal. Still plenty of time to turn it around, of course, but we could see just a second ago in the images the frustration of head coach Michel Sanchez. It's Alex Baena now having to come down. Bernardo. Well, that was the first shot of the game. 100% accuracy. Now the fans playing with the nerves of the goalkeeper there, Adrián Ortolá, who will certainly be trying to forget that mistake quickly. Alex right now, holding on to it, putting it across directly, looking for Cristian Estuani, but the ball is picked up for the first time by Roberto Santamaria, the goalkeeper of Amorebieta. Former goalkeeper of Girona between 2010 and 2012. I mean, really, you take a look at the career of Roberto Santamaria, and he's gone all around the country. Logroñés, Rayo Vallecano, Huesca, Reus, Mallorca, Ponferradina, Osasuna, Girona, as we were saying, Las Palmas, Málaga, formed in the youth ranks of Osasuna. So that's full career all around Spain. Baena trying to put it through for Borja Garcia. That ball will be too long for it. Ball going through, possible offside, but the forward there let it go by. In the end, it was too long, impossible for Sergio Moreno to catch it. Throw in for Girona. Chance for a cross now, trying to get it in. Ball is cleared out once again. It's Markel Lozano. No foul there, says the ref. Ball still in power of the back side. Oyer Luengo lets it go through to Iker Seguin. Seguin putting a very long ball. Goes in dispute. And there was actually an offside, so the ball will be played by Girona. Bernardo now trying to go out, plays it with Juanpe. Juanpe goes further on with Ibrahim Akebe. That through pass to Borja stays in the way. And there's Íñigo Vélez, obviously happy with the result at this point. Probably was not expecting the way it arrived. Well, it counts. It's as good as any other goal. David Junca now will serve the throw in quickly with Ibrahim Akebe. Back to the left back there. Ball's not gone out, says the referee. And once again, another throw in for Girona, right in front of the bench. Alex Baena under pressure, and it's a foul committed by Iker Bilbao. As always, Alex Baena attracting the opponent with his conductions, and this time he was able to force a foul out of that possession. There's two players at Amorebieta who would miss the next game against Oviedo if they were shown a yellow card, Larrazabal and Álvaro Peña. On the side of Girona, the one to miss the game against Ponferradina would be Ramon Terrats, who's on the bench. We'll see if the midfielder makes his return today after the long injuries he's gone through. The ball going in, and it's a headed effort by Cristian Estuani. Ball goes high. First dangerous approach by the Catalan side comes from a set piece. Possibly tight and offside there. In any case, specialists like Cristian Estuani receiving the ball high is always dangerous. The Girona fans who have come here at Lezama cheering now their team after that first dangerous chance they've had. Ibrahima making that ball fly. Difficult for Junca. Amorebieta get it back. Still not enough to keep it in possession though. Ibrahima Kebe playing with the centre backs there. And Girona get through. Alex Baena, beautiful control by the player on loan from Villarreal. Not the only player on loan from Villarreal who could play today. Ball goes through now to Borja. Borja tries to put it back to Ibrahima Kebe. Ball's cleared out by Amorebieta. Once again, still in an attacking position, Girona. Baena, good recovery now. A ball playing long. The linesman still not signalling the offside, waiting for the outcome of the play. We'll see if there was or not offside. Yeah, now he lifts his flag up, and the referee just lets the advantage go through because Girona are the ones who have the power of the ball. Paul Lozano trying to get through, and there's a foul right in the previous action on David Junca. Foul committed by Sergio Moreno, the player on loan from Rayo Vallecano. Arriving very late there. Clear foul, nothing to argue. There's Eduardo Prieto Iglesias putting some calm. For those who usually watch the top flight of La Liga Santander, his face might be familiar. He was relegated back into La Liga Smartbank in 2020. And of course, this week, there's no top flight football here in Spain. But La Liga Smartbank doesn't usually stop. 42 match days we have, and this is the 25th. The interesting recovery now. Ball still was kept out by the defenders of Girona. Now Arnau Martinez is the one trying to get through with the pressure of Boyer Luengo. Well kept. Now it's Guruceta, the goal scorer, who has it. Back to Luengo. Ball still going around from one side to the other. Now it's Girona who get possession. Borja Garcia, good pass now for Cristian Estuani. The intervention of the defender was vital there. Now a long ball. Adrián Ortolà under pressure, heading it out. He goes to the ground. There's no goalkeeper now. He's running back. Gorka Guruceta opening for the arrival of Iker Seguin. Puts the cross. No teammate inside the box. The ball is cleared out by the defenders of Girona. Alex Baena trying to get out. The moment he can't do it. Now there's a strong shot by Iker Bilbao. And there was actually a handball by Ibrahima Kebe, who will probably argue that he was just trying to protect himself from a really strong ball. And you can't blame him for that. We'll see that again there. The shot by Iker Bilbao is really strong and really close. And obviously it's just a reflex of Ibrahim Akebe, but the referee has sanctioned the handball, so it's a foul for Amorebieta. So match day 25, Amorebieta Girona, but the game on the other side, the game at Montilivi, Girona Amorebieta, was the opening game for these two teams. And obviously for Amorebieta, it was their first game in this promotion to La Liga Smartbank. Gaith Galarrazabal will try it from a distance. The shot goes out. No danger for Adrián Ortolá. Ortolá playing with his feet. Something we've been used to in the recent games of Girona, since Adrián Ortolá took the preferential place in goal. Juan Carlos has stayed on the bench since, except for the cup games, and Mitchell has decided that Ortolá is the best man for goal, not only because he's been performing okay, but for the style Mitchell is looking for in terms of possession and playing with the goalkeeper as if he was just another defender. Now there's a shot from a distance, soft, easy, to the hand of Roberto Santamaria. So obviously, just to close the matter with Adrián Ortolá, some might think that his past at Barcelona, a team well known for playing possession with the goalkeeper, makes him be this kind of goalkeeper, which was not the profile of Juan Carlos. Girona now trying to go out on the right side. It's Alex Baena. Baena has the option of Arnau Martinez. He decides to go inside, still with no teammate offering, and that pass to no one goes to the feet of Roberto Santamaria, the goalkeeper of Amorebieta. Bernardo heading that. Bilbao was trying to get through. The rebound goes to the feet of Michael Lozano. There he is again. Plays all the way back for Roberto Santamaria to start from the back. Long ball now by the goalkeeper. Looking for Moreno. That elongation of the ball is interesting for Sergio Moreno, who misses right in front of the goalkeeper. There was an offside in the headed pass right before. It did look like it. In any case, Sergio Moreno will be thanking that that was the final decision, because really it's not a chance you should be missing. We can see he's one step ahead of the defenders there. The finish is quite weak. Tanti Bueno. For Bernardo. Vertical pass now going for Borja. Still in their own pitch, Girona. Mitchell, the head coach, insisted in the press conference that they needed to play on the opposing pitch in order to have a good game. At the moment, Amorebieta are holding on well. They're starting with the pressure right at that point of the midfield, making it difficult for Girona to accomplish what Mitchell had planned for them. So 20 minutes, 21 now. Amorebieta 1, Girona 0. That only goal we've had came from a rather absurd miss by Adrián Ortolá, and Gorka Guruzeta was the man to send it inside goal. If you're just catching up now, try and find the highlights later on, because it is one of those silly goals of the season we see every once in a while. Free kick now for Amorebieta in the midfield spot. Bilbao was trying to get through. The ball is recovered by the defenders of the Catalan side. Now going out using the left lane, it's Juanpe. Juanpe has to put it back again for Bernardo Espinosa. The Colombian now making his way through, opening it to Alex Baena. Baena plays it back to the centre back. Vertical pass, connecting with Borja Garcia. Under pressure, and he manages to force a free kick for Girona. Borja Garcia ready to serve that free kick, sending it to the box. As always, Girona a dangerous team in this sense. Ball going through, it's cleared out by Pedro Nolascoain. And Gorka Guruceta trying to go forward. Good intervention there of the Girona player to stop counter-attack. Larrazábal having the throw in. Amorebieta playing to the other side now. Seguin trying to put it forward. It was Iker Bilbao asking for a handball there of the Girona player. Oscar Gil goes forward for the run of Sergio Moreno. The ball just a bit too strong for him to control it. Lozano trying to bring it down with a header. The ball still flying around from one coloured team to the other. Now Girona managed to hold on to it. It's Santi Bueno, the Uruguayan, holding on to it. For the Colombian, Bernardo Espinosa. Now it's Ibrahima turning around in the midfield. Juncao is offering himself on the left side now. Still, the ball doesn't leave the centre-back position. Now it does. It's Alex Baena having to conduct the ball to get it through, and he forces another free kick. It's clear that the players of Amorebieta are not letting him work. The foul committed by Oyer Ruengo, who had come chasing him. Baena receiving the attention of the medical staff of Girona. And there's the replay of the goal. Ball goes back to Adrián Ortolá, who tries an easy pass to the side. Gorka Guruzeta, very sharp there to not only intercept the pass, but make that header go inside the goal. So Alex Baena leaving the pitch momentarily. We'll see if he's all right to continue playing. Ball going forward. Bernardo against the header, and it's Roberto Santamaria jumping for it, saving any danger. Long ball now. To fight it. It was well headed back to a teammate by Ibrahim Akebe, who still has the ball and now forces a foul. Borja ready to send another ball forward. We can see Alex Baena is back on the pitch on the right side of your images. The ball going around the box. It's Arnau Martinez trying to fight for it. There's no foul there. Amorebieta will have the chance to counter-attack. Well intercepted there by Bernardo Espinosa, and he maintains possession for the Catalan side. David Junca playing with Hampe. And Amorebieta really well placed on the pitch, making it very difficult to connect with the front line. Bueno playing for Arnau Martinez, who is immediately victim of another foul committed by Oyer Luengo. The game had been cleaner in the first 20 minutes. Amorebieta since have started to stop the game with the resource of committing fouls, and there was a previous action with Larrazabal and Arnau Martinez, the two right backs. Interesting recovery now, but very well played there by Arnau Martinez, the youngster. Was completely surrounded there by players in blue, and they managed to clear it out. It's back to the feet of the centre-back Bernardo Espinosa. Iker Seguin going on the run, putting it for Sergio Moreno. Moreno on the left flank, turning around with the defender in front. Puts it back for Iker Bilbao. Bilbao playing with Seguin again. And it's Luengo now, still on the own pitch of Amorebieta. Now trying to go through. That ball looks like hit, I will say, a painful area of Alex Baena, who's clearly being knocked one time and another. Again, ball trying to get it through, but nobody there. Just taking a look at the statistics of this man, Gorka Guruzeta. 7 goals in the last 7 games. He's just not scored in match day 22 against Burgos, but he scored 2 against Malaga. 1 against Las Palmas, 1 against Ponferradina, 1 against Tenerife, 1 against Sporting de Gijón, and of course 1 against Girona today. Ima being pressed by Sergio Moreno. Now it's Paul Lozano who has it for Girona. Santi Bueno. Bernardo Espinosa. Now the Colombian plays it directly, trying to find Cristian Estuani. Couldn't reach that ball. The ball just goes through the end line. Goal kick for Roberto Santamaria. Cristian Estuani, 15 goals this season. Still not had a clear chance to score today. Just 1 header earlier in the game. But not really a dangerous chance for the man who will now serve the ball, Roberto Santamaria. Michel Sanchez taking a look at the game, analyzing his possibilities. Resources on the bench are plenty in terms of offensive players. Could go with Pablo Moreno or Nahuel Bustos. Now there's a foul in favor of Amorebieta in that ball dispute. Bernardo knocking down his opponent there. Referee not showing any card. No player has been booked yet. Now the foul goes in the other direction. Looks like Iker Bilbao tread on the defender there. Probably not intentionally, but the referee saw it and confirmed that was a foul. Girona playing now. Juanpe with Juncan, back to Juanpe. Ball is recovered by the players in blue, but they can't hold on to it for long. Bernardo has it now. Finding Cristian Estuani, who's come down to pick it up. Bad pass now, giving it away. Strong dispute there. And the foul will be in favor of Amorebieta, but David Junca arguing that the opponent there was actually the one to go down. It was Markel Lozano. Pedro Nolascoain has been caught without his shin shield there. I mean, nowadays they're getting smaller and smaller. Well, someday it will be interesting to have the debate of what actually the laws of the game stipulate in terms of the shin pads, because it's been a recurring issue that the players are wearing smaller shin pads every time, and of course it's for their own security, and well, it's obviously not something comfortable, but the fact that you don't play with them at all, Pedro Nolascoain, well, we'll forgive him because he's been out injured for 2 years, and he might have forgotten that that was a necessary thing. Although you could argue that, well, shin pads can prevent an injury. It's Cristian Estuani now inside the box, gets the chance to shoot, and it's a goal by the Uruguayan. First serious chance he gets, and he sends it to the back of the net. 16th goal of the season for Cristian Estuani, the man from Tala, not forgiving in front of Roberto Santamaria. It's 1-1 in the scoreline now after 37 minutes. I'm not sure if that replay will show a possible offside or not. Maybe some of the Amorebieta fans will be arguing that. In any case, it caught the defenders without focus. It's Alex Baena who puts it through to Arnau Martinez, and it's really tight. That is surely being checked, but I would say from a naked eye that that's a valid position. And the way he finishes it is really, really good. Obviously, Cristian Estuani up to what is expected from him, and he puts Girona back into the game after these 37-38 minutes. Before half-time, Michel Sanchez will have recovered an even result, but it's been checked, and I'll have to take my words back. It's an offside. So Amorebieta fans celebrate it as if it was their own goal. The play has been checked. It's really, really tight, really difficult to say. And the Girona fans will not be happy with that. There was already a very tight decision last week against Lugo. I mean, how can you see that? Well, thanks to technology nowadays, that's possible, but obviously in the old style, the goal would have probably gone up because it's so tight. Well, that leaves Amorebieta still in advantage. And Girona have to redo their work if they want to get a goal before half-time. They've just got 5 minutes to do it. Bilbao trying to put it for Sergio Moreno. Juanpe gets to it first. Ibrahima puts it through to Borja Garcia. Borja with a little bit of space in the last third. Puts it back for Alex Baena. Alex Baena will try it from a distance. And Roberto Santamaria sending that ball to a corner. Now Girona trying it from a long distance. It was Alex Baena. The shot was good and the save was pretty decent too. Well, it's taken us 40 minutes to have a first corner in this game. We'll see how Girona try to exploit that resource. The referee stopping the serve of the corner because Arnau Martinez is on the ground. We'll see actually what happened there. We'll try and get a replay soon. Oyer, Luengo and Cristian Estuani having a bit of a push there. And Arnau presumably been knocked on his eye. In the dispute there with the opponent, it was Alvaro Peña. And Arnau was knocked on the eye, still on the ground. Eduardo Prieto Iglesias writing something down on his sheet. Not sure if there's actually been a yellow card. We'll try and confirm it soon. He's having a chat. Prieto Iglesias, not sure if he's having it with the VAR or one of his linesmen. Probably the VAR checking for a possible... Yeah, he's going for it. He'll have a check on the screen. And I understand if something's happened there, it's a potential red card. Unless I'm missing something out. So Eduardo Prieto Iglesias now there. And there's a push. And the Álvaro Peña putting the finger on the eye of Arnau Martinez. But I mean, it does look hard to say if there's any intention there to actually hurt Arnau Martinez. I don't think the decision is on the other way around. I mean, it's a classic dispute in a corner, and that's what's being checked. Yeah, the finger of Álvaro Peña on the eye of Arnau Martinez. Well, the VAR having an influence so far in the game. Just 5 minutes ago we were checking that offside in the goal. And the final decision out of that is... Yeah, putting the hand on his pocket. There had been a yellow card, and it's a red card. It's a red card. Álvaro Peña is being sent off for sticking his finger in the eye of Arnau Martinez. We had missed earlier on the yellow card. And now Álvaro Peña being sent off because of the call of the VAR to Eduardo Prieto Iglesias. The man in the VAR is Víctor Areces Franco, and he interpreted that there had to be checked, and Eduardo Prieto Iglesias agreed to it, and that leaves Amorebieta one man down. Well, Íñigo Vélez will have to make some changes in his plan for this second half after this red card for number 18, Álvaro Peña, just before the halftime break. Well, all of this has taken quite a few minutes, so we'll probably soon be able to confirm how much is added. Girona served the corner, and Amorebieta managed to keep it out. It's Alex Baena. Baena putting it to his left foot. It's Guruzeta who clears it out now. And now the tackle, really, really strong. And we could hear the shout of Alex Baena. And I'm not sure if that's a potential red card. Again, we'll see what's the decision now. Eduardo Prieto Iglesias. Two players on the ground, Gorka Guruzeta and Alex Baena. I'm not sure which way the decision is actually going. It looks like the Girona players are the ones to protest more. I mean, the tackle looks by Gorka Guruzeta. Hard to say. And it's a yellow card. For Alex Baena. Well, clearly, it's a good thing I'm not the referee of this game, because I had seen it totally the other way. It was not as violent as it looked from the shout of Alex Baena. If the scream we actually heard was actually Baena's. Now the ref also going to the bench to call the attention of Íñigo Vélez, who's actually been booked. Well, plenty of things happening at the end of this first half. It's already past the 47th minute. And Roberto Santamaria will serve the free kick. 4 minutes is the time that will be added to this first half. Obviously, almost 3 of these 4 have already been played. And now there's a foul in favor of Girona. Another weird one, because the Amorebieta player had actually reached the ball first. We'll see that again. Borja gets to it, but Oscar Gil plays with his feet really high in a dangerous way for Borja, and the foul was in favor of Girona. Bernardo trying to create one last chance for Girona at the end of this first half. It's Alex Baena now. Baena back again to Bernardo Espinosa. Under half a minute left. A pass through to Cristian Estuani, gets cleared by the defenders. Now it's Sergio Moreno who has it for Amorebieta. Could still be time for a counter-attack. Junca does well to recover, puts it for Ibrahima Kebe. Ibrahima might have options. The ball too long. He loses it. Bernardo picks up the rebound. Ball going for Santi Bueno. Bueno for Arnau Martinez. And that's the end of this 49-minute long first half. Well, plenty of things have happened. We'll just take a review. Amorebieta taking the lead after 6 minutes with one of the most silly goals of the season, without doubt. Then around the 37th, 38th minute, Cristian Estuani sent a ball to the back of the net, but the VAR checked and it was an offside. And just a few minutes later, Álvaro Peña was sent off for an aggression on Arnau Martinez. So we'll be back at this break just under 15 minutes for this second half of this match day 25, Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta, Girona Football Club. See you in a while. Back now from Lezama for this matchday 25 game in La Liga Smartbank between Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta and Girona Football Club. At the moment, the result is 1-0 in favor of the Basque side. A goal after 6 minutes by Gorka Guruzeta. A goal which, if you missed, you better look for a way to see it. One of the silly goals of the season, without doubt. As we see Íñigo Vélez taking decisions and introducing Lander Olachea. We'll soon confirm who's the man to leave the pitch. Well, it's 1-0 to Amorebieta. Girona scored an equaliser 5 or 6 minutes before the theoretical break, but the goal was disallowed in a very tight call of the VAR. An offside of this man, of Christian Estuani, who was trying to get his 16th goal of the season. So Lander Olachea coming in for the forward Sergio Moreno. So Íñigo Vélez introducing a midfielder instead of a forward to obviously reinforce the empty spot left by Álvaro Peña after he was sent off just before half-time for what the referee understood as an aggression on Arnau Martínez. So game is on already in the second half, and we'll see if Amorebieta are able to retain these 3 points against one of the teams amongst the top 6 in La Liga Smartbank. Girona obviously trying to take it in the other direction and take the 3 points back to Catalan territory. Two players on the ground there, but the ref says nothing. Now Prieto Iglesias does say there's a foul committed by this man, Arnau Martínez. Junca sending that ball up to the midfield. Stuani fighting for it. Took a knock there. Prieto Iglesias disagreed, and Lander Olachea was trying to catch that in a dangerous area. Adrián Ortolá quickly playing it with a teammate there. Christian Estuani, the Uruguayan, still on the ground. Alex Baena under pressure, and there's a foul committed by the Amorebieta players, and now Prieto Iglesias will have a check on Christian Estuani. Got the replay there, and he did receive an elbow knock on his face. Probably in a very difficult angle for the referee to see that there. Stuani explaining what happened there to Eduardo Prieto Iglesias, who shows understanding, but he can't change his decision. Not unless the VAR surprises us once again and considers it an aggression. A few players of Girona warming up, and Ivan Martin is one of them, the recent signing. He's on loan from Villarreal, been playing for Deportivo Alavés, not far from here, in the capital of the Basque Country, in Vitoria. Now Roberto Santamaria retaining that ball inside the box. No danger for him after that action. The dispute between Guruceta and Bernardo Espinosa ends in a decision against Amorebieta. Girona will serve the free kick. No further consequence though. Juanpe. Quickly playing with Borja. Borja back to Paul Lozano. Lozano opens it for David Junca. Back for Lozano, who now loses it in front of the pressure of Guruceta. But Girona also concede possession. It's a throw-in for Amorebieta. Ander Olachea was trying to reach that, but Adrián Ortola got to it already out of bounds. It's a goal kick for Girona, which is already put in play. Ibrahim Akebe for David Junca. Back now to Juanpe, changing the direction, putting it for the other centre-back, Santi Bueno. Alex Baena. Baena playing it back to Paul Lozano. Man on loan from Espanyol, opens it now for Arnau Martinez. Back again for Lozano, 1-2 with Arnau Martinez. Now finding the space at the back with Bernardo Espinosa. Juanpe finds David Junca, the former Celta player, puts it long for Borja Garcia. Borja Garcia pulls back. Ibrahim Akebe back to Borja. Borja now trying to put the cross. It's deflected by Amorebieta player, and now it was Iker Bilbao trying to get out. Good recovery by Paul Lozano. Puts it for Alex Baena. Ibrahim Akebe might have a chance to shoot. Another player got in the way. The rebound still goes back to the players in yellow. Now that throw-in goes in favor of Amorebieta after the rebound. And the Basque side can have a bit of calm after that long possession of the Catalans. Iker Seguin ready to set a throw-in. Puts it long. Still in dispute, and now there's a free kick in favor of Amorebieta, and there'll be a yellow card for Cristian Estuani after 51 minutes. The Uruguayan takes a yellow card there. The other player of his team to have been booked is Alex Baena. Prieto Iglesias and Cristian Estuani still having a chat about that last action. And Seguin still on the ground. And there's Ivan Martin having a last chat with Michel Sanchez before he makes his debut with his new team. Long pause now after that foul. Iker Seguin gets back on his feet. Doesn't have to leave the pitch because of the booking of Estuani. Now Roberto Santamaria ready to send it forward. Throw in goes for Amorebieta now. Ibrahima, good touch to get through the opponent. The control was too long there. Paul Lozano with Juanpe. Taking the weight of Borja Garcia. Sit close for Paul Lozano. Lozano finding Alex Baena. Baena waiting for options. He's not going to give it to Arnau Martinez at the moment. Ibrahim Akebe has it after the touch of Paul Lozano. Now recovery by Amorebieta. The team from Zornoza now trying to put a long ball. And it's Adrián Ortolà with a control there. Obviously, he'll keep on taking risks. After what happened in the first half, many would clear that. But obviously, one of the assets of Adrián Ortolà is the way he played with his feet. And we could see it there. So there it is. The debut of Ivan Martín. And he takes the place of Santi Bueno. Debut of Ivan Martín, man loaned from Villarreal. He used to play for Deportivo Alavés. We'll see if he can bring what is expected of him and help the team draw or even come back. Alberto Santamaria now catching the ball inside the box, stopping any possible attack of Girona. Going on the run, it's Alex Baena being pulled, but still holding on to it. Referee gives the advantage, and Borja Garcia with a bad control there. Coming from a very good pass from Alex Baena, but he was not able to retain it. Amorebieta cleared the danger. Now Martinez serving that ball for Alex Baena. Touch back there. Ivan Martín going on the run. Pressed by Landerola Chea, opened it for Alex Baena. Baena still holding on to it. Ibrahim Akebe. Akebe looking for options. But maybe David Junca there. He decides to get in the box, and Amorebieta clearing the danger once again. Obviously, Amorebieta playing with 10 men. The result in favour. We can expect them to continue with this plan and stick to it as long as Girona don't score. Ibrahima controlled it outside of the box. The pass is intercepted, and in the attempt of going out, there's a foul committed by Paul Lozano. On Landerola Chea. Allows Amorebieta to play it calmly from their own pitch. Long ball, looking for Guruceta there. He manages to control it on the left flank. Now Martinez in front of him. He recovers it with one touch. The next player couldn't get to it. Girona now with a bad build-up. They conceded again. It's Gaith Galarrazabal now. He'll try it from a long distance and way high. Now danger now for Adrián Ortolà in that attempt by the man on loan from Zaragoza. Paul Lozano going forward, now touching it for Juanpe. Juanpe on the opposing pitch for Borja Garcia. Garcia seeing the run of Junca, just a bit too late, still holding on to it. Arnau Martinez being back with Bernardo. Patiently building up now, Girona. Junca puts it for Borja. Back to Junca. He goes to the ground. And there's a foul now committed by Oscar Gil. New chance for Girona to play from a set piece. Oscar Gil accepts it. So it's an interesting chance for the Catalan side now. Plenty of options inside the box. Looks like it'll be Junca himself, the man to send that ball in. Roberto Santamaria giving the indications to Gaizka Larrazabal, the only man standing directly between Girona players. It's Borja Garcia who puts it. Could find a header of Bernardo. The header goes up high and soft, and it's cleared by the defenders of Amorebieta. Good defending after that ball reached the position of Bernardo, and it was actually coming in an offside position. So Amorebieta not only cleared the danger, but regained possession. There it is again. Well, very tight call. Not sure if it even is the player who actually gets the touch with his head. Girona now trying to go out. Now it's Arnau. Bernardo under the pressure of Guruceta. Still the goal scorer pressing on the centre-backs of Girona. That ball will end in a foul in favour of Girona. Baena, the man to go to the ground. It's not the first time we've seen this happen today. And Oyer Luengo, it's not also his first foul today. David Junca with Juanpe. Alex Baena. Girona with the same problems as in the first half. Problems to get through to the front line with the firm defending of Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta. Now it's David Junca who might find the break after that attempt of a counter-attack. Everyone back again in their position. Now it's Alex Baena. Now it's Arnau Martinez. Ivan Martin trying to put the ball through now, yeah, for Alex Baena. And in the fight for it, he ends up committing a foul. Ball for Amorebieta in their own defensive area. There we can clearly see how Alex Baena tripped Pedro Nolascoain. Substitution getting ready in Girona. Looks like Gabri and Pablo Moreno. Long ball now going to no one except for Adrian Ortola. It's Juanpe, the man starting from the back. Borja, back to Juanpe. Girona not even leaving their own pitch now. Arnau having to stop, put it for Bernardo. fans cheering Azules, Azules, the Blues. As they get closer to retaining this 3 points. Already under half an hour left. That's the time Girona have to try and take points. Baena putting that ball, looking for Christian Estuani. Forces the intervention of Oscar Gil. Girona get the corner after that attempt of a cross by Alex Baena. And the intervention of Oscar Gil right in front of Uruguayan Christian Estuani, who laments himself there. Going in, it's Juanpe who heads it, very forced though. Ball still alive. Headed a few times, and Larrazabal is the one to go on the run. Good run now by Larrazabal. But good intervention as well. David Junca stopping that counter-attack. The former Athletic Club player was stopped in his way there. Ball through to Borja. Good intervention now of Oscar Gil to recover it. It's Larra again. Oscar Gil sent it forward for the run of Gorka Guruzeta. No way that ball's reaching the forward. Once again, Girona start building from the back. We review the result in the graphic there. As Amorebieta leading 1-0 since the 6th minute. Next week, these teams are facing Oviedo, in the case of Amorebieta, and Girona will be playing against Ponferradina. Substitution now. And it'll be both Pablo Moreno and Gabri, the mans to come in. And David Junca leaving the pitch, and Ibrahim Akebe. So that's the substitution chosen by Michel Sanchez. Gabri and Pablo Moreno. Pablo Moreno on loan from Manchester City. And obviously a striker, which is what this team needs today. Although someone has to get the ball through to them. And that's where the issue is being. Ivan Martin putting across, looking for Estuani. Ball's cleared out. Still alive, it's Gabri now. Gabri keeps it in for Juanpe. Polozano back again for the recently arrived left back, trying to gain the line there, but the ball was too long. It's a goal kick now for Sociedad Deportiva Amorebieta. Good defending now by Gaizka Larrazabal. Roberto Santamaria ready to serve that. Alex Baena puts it for the run of Gabri, trying to overcome the pressure of Gaizka Larrazabal. Larrazabal goes to the ground and not only stops Gabri, but regains possession after that ball rebounded on the legs of Gabri. Hard to say in the image, but that's the decision Eduardo Prieto Iglesias decided. Íñigo Vélez taking a look at the game, sitting on his bench. And on the other side, the worries of this man, Michel Sanchez, seeing how time goes by. And even though they're playing against 10 men, they're not being able to send the ball to the back of the net. or at least not do it without being in an offside. Borja putting for Ivan Martin now on the other side. The cross travels all along, still inside the pitch. Nope. Prieto Iglesias is called by his linesman there and said that ball had gone out. It's a goal kick for Amorebieta. Borja puts it for Gabri. That ball goes through. Larrazabal couldn't reach it. Now Gabri might have the space to put it across. He puts it to the middle. It's cleared out. The ball goes back to the feet. The offensive midfielder, Borja Garcia, playing with Juanpe. Pablo Moreno was moving in the front line. Puts it back again for Borja Garcia. Up to the other side for Arnau Martinez. Martinez goes with Ivan Martin. Now Pablo Moreno can't control that, and a good job there by Pedro Nolascoain. Goal kick for Amorebieta. Pablo Moreno obviously in a hurry, putting that ball already in the position that it will be played from by Roberto Santamaria. 20 minutes left. Amorebieta leading 1-0, but playing with 10 men. That's the next card in the deck for Íñigo Vélez, Gorka Larrucea. And we'll see who he comes in for. Throw in now for the back side. And there's the substitution. Iker Bilbao leaves the pitch and Gorka Larrucea comes in. The applause of the fans at Lezama for the midfielder. And coming in is this man, Gorka Larrucea. Guruceta forcing a throw-in. Interesting throw-in now for Amorebieta, still not being taken. Now the ball does travel into the box. It's Guruceta who manages to head it, but Juanpe clears it out. Now two players on the ground, one of each side, and there's a foul in favor of Girona from the jump there. It was Markel Lozano, the referee, stopping that, and the foul has presumably been signaled for the arm knock as the player was coming down. Markel Lozano, although he would argue that he had actually been forced into that position by the fact that Alex Baena had not jumped. Now a foul in favor of Girona in a more dangerous area. Borja ready to send that free kick into the box, looking for a man who can catch it. There it goes. It was Bernardo trying to get to it. The ball is still alive. Now Stuani puts his studs really high. And I'm not sure if the referee has actually signaled an offside. In any case, the action of Stuani was also risky considering he had a yellow card, and the offside is clear. I think it's Bernardo. The linesman caught him immediately. So just over 15 minutes left. That's the time that Amorebieta have to resist, with one player less than Girona. And Girona obviously trying to turn it around. Ortola obviously being reminded by the fans from his mistake early in the game, which at the moment is costing the defeat to Girona and the 3 points for Amorebieta. Juanpe trying to send that ball diagonally, very difficult. It was cleared out, and now it's Olachea who goes on the run. Gets the help of Markel Lozano. Lozano putting it again for Olachea. He reaches it, keeps it in. Has Arnau Martinez in front, puts it back for Markel Lozano. He's inside the box, trying to look for a teammate, and what he gets from it is a corner after the intervention of the defenders of Girona. There it is once again. Interesting move. And it was Ivan Martin who covered that cross. Very few corners today. It's the first for Amorebieta and only 2 for Girona. Ball going in. Guruceta trying to catch it with a header. Very forced position. Ball goes out. And Girona quickly serve it, looking for their own attack. Juanpe puts it for Paul Lozano. Lozano is pressed by 2 opponents. Still managed to keep it in. Bernardo going long. Ball is deflected. It's Markel Lozano who could have kept on with the ball. Now it's Borja Garcia for Girona. Borja looking for the options, and that option has a name of Alex Baena. Back again to Borja. For Lozano. Lozano opening it now for Ivan Martin. Martin trying to get that ball through to Borja Garcia. Very difficult, and the clearance ends in a throw-in for Girona. More men getting ready. It looks like Nahuel Bustos and Ramon Tarrats, if I'm not mistaken. Gabri on the left side. Has to put it back for Juanpe. Juanpe with Bernardo. It's Arnau with Baena. Back to Arnau. Girona having lots of trouble to get through the defensive lines of Amorebieta, stuck together. Ivan Martin trying to break it with a conduction, send it to the other side for Gabri. Gabri with Larrazabal in front, creates some space for him. He puts it for Paul Lozano. Lozano finds Juanpe in a very advanced position, trying to find Stuani. Stuani will bring it down with a header. It's cleared out by Nolas Coain. Now it's Borja in the front line of the box who was trying to get it, but Olachea now fighting for it to get a recovery for Amorebieta. There's no foul there. Olachea regains possession for the team in blue, but he couldn't continue with an easy pass. Ball recovered. It's Ivan Martin who has it for Girona. Puts it for, well, looking for Stuani. Good defending now by Oscar Gil. Now Adrian Ortola with another one of those risky interventions. This time he solved it more or less well. It is a throw-in though for Amorebieta. And as we said, 2 men ready. Michel Sanchez will bring in Nahuel Bustos and Ramon Tarrats. The Argentinian and the Catalan ready to come in as soon as there's a pause that allows it. Ball out now, throw in for Amorebieta. Also 2 substitutions ready at Amorebieta, Koldo Obieta and Andoni Lopez. Borja Garcia now going on the run, putting it for Gabri, who had space, but he missed the control there. Now it's Peruno Lascoain, far from his position, trying to go through. Juanpe has to send that ball out for a throw-in. Now a substitution, and the men to leave the pitch will be Paul Lozano and Alex Baena. Nahuel Bustos and Ramon Tarrats are the ones to take onto the pitch. It's the return of Ramon Tarrats after 9 games injured. He was on the bench last week. He didn't come on against Lugo. And after suffering a tibial fracture, the youngster of Girona comes back into competition. And Nahuel Bustos, a striker, also on loan from Man City, just like Pablo Moreno. So on the pitch right now, 3 natural strikers. Obviously Cristian Estuani, and the 2 who came in later, Pablo Moreno and Nahuel Bustos. Ivan Martin getting it through to Estuani. The ball goes nowhere, and it's Roberto Santamaria who's able to control it. Already less than 10 minutes left. Estuani, I'm not sure he was trying to put the touch there for Pablo Moreno. In any case, I don't think Moreno was even expecting that. Now, as we said, the substitutions for Amorebieta. Iker Seguin leaves the pitch, and the other one to do so is the goal scorer, Gorka Guruzeta. Iker Seguin passing on his captain bracelet. And Gorka Guruzeta, the goal scorer, a goal which could be worth gold. He scored in that pressing and in that mistake of Adrián Ortolá, the goalkeeper of Girona. And he managed to score a header from outside the box, obviously with an empty goal. This is the debut of Andoni Lopez. His signing was just announced yesterday. He'll be wearing number 14. He used to belong to Mikel Zarrabeitia. So it's a corner for Girona. The third one, as we said earlier, not many corners in this game. That's not good news for Girona. Trying to put it through. It's Ivan Martin from a long distance. There's a rebound. Ball is cleared out with no doubts there. And the control there by Ramon Tarrats. Risky, but ended up solving it. He was already being pressed by Koldo Obieta. Gabri. 2 academy players of Girona now playing together. Ivan Martin. Martin puts it for Ramon Tarrats. Tarrats finding Pablo Moreno with his back on goal still. Gabri. Gabri with Larrazabal, who's played really well the whole game, and there he is once again. Good recovery now by Gaizka Larrazabal. He just clears it out. Obviously, this is what we can expect in the 7 minutes and whatever stoppage time is added. Amorebieta playing with one man less and with the advantage in the scoreline. That's another good news for Amorebieta, throwing in favor of the Azules. Now, a player on the ground, no foul according to the referee. It's Gabri trying to create some space for a cross, and the ball was going close to goal after a rebound. Roberto Santamaria having to punch it out. It's a corner for Girona. We'll see that again. That cross got deflected, and it could have well meant it wasn't going direction of goal, but it could have well meant that one of the Girona players could just push it in. Good intervention now by Roberto Santamaria. Corner serve now by Borja. Sends it close to the little area. It's cleared out by Pedro Nolascoain. Picked up by Ivan Martin. Ramon Terrats now. Terrats sends it for Juanpe. The defenders managed to keep it out just for the moment. They do recover it once again. Good intervention now by Lander Olachea. Opening it for Gaizka Larrazabal. Larrazabal on the run. Still keeping it in. And in the end, that ball is lost. And Larrazabal obviously giving one last touch to it to not let Girona throw in quickly. Bernardo serving, and obviously with urgency now Girona unbeaten in the last 6 league games, 4 victories and 2 draws in the last 6 games. Last time they lost was actually also in Basque territory against Sociedad Deportiva Eibar. Gabri, who's now taken the right side. Arnau, for Pablo Moreno. Moreno trying to get across. Nahuel Bustos far from reaching. It's Juanpe picking it up, and a shot from a long distance. First attempt from a long distance in a while for Girona, and it was Juanpe this time, but he didn't find the right trajectory for the ball. Michel desperate. Just over 3 minutes left before we get to know how much stoppage time there is. And not only they're far from victory, they're also far from a draw. They're not creating that much danger. And the side of this man who we were seeing on the screen, Íñigo Vélez, is managing well the fact that they've been playing all the second half with a man less. Ivan Martin, puts it for Borja. Back again for Ivan Martin. Now the cross goes looking for Estuani. There was a player arriving from the back, but so strong that he actually crashed into one of the defenders of Amorebieta. Eduardo Prieto Iglesias signals the foul. There we see it. I'm not sure it was signaled the foul of Cristian Estuani or the knock by Nahuel Bustos. In any case, the consequence is the same. Roberto Santamaria will be able to play it comfortably inside his own box. Roberto Santamaria making him fly to the left side. Nahuel Bustos fighting for it. Looks like also Oyer Luengo took a crash there. There's plenty of tension now in front of the bench of Girona. Not quite sure what's happening there. Nahuel Bustos is quickly being checked by the medical staff of Girona who were there. In fact, they both crashed with the head. There we see it after the touch of Oyer Luengo to head it out. They both crash one into another. Oyeluengo looks okay for the way he was talking to Eduardo Prieto Iglesias. And Noel Bustos is still outside the pitch, so it's 10 against 10 right now. Ivan Martin. Looking for Ramon Terrats, the last man. Arnau opening it for Gabri. Back to Arnau. Gabri on the ground. Ball is still alive. Gabri putting it for Arnau. Arnau trying to send that ball in. It's cleared out. Ivan Martin now picking it up in the last third. Still with plenty of defenders in front of him. 1-2 touch with Juanpe, who's now going forward. Girona looking desperately for that goal, and already the centre-backs Bernardo and Juanpe are playing close to the offensive positions. There's Bernardo, but going back up again. Ramon Terrats puts it for Ivan Martin. Ivan Martin trying to look for a player who can catch it there. And Borja Garcia with an interesting volley there. Not far from goal. Very difficult technique there. But in any case, Roberto Santamaria didn't have to intervene. Very difficult to catch a ball of that kind. So the stoppage time looks like it'll be 5 minutes. That's the time left. Well, 4 minutes and a half now. That's the time Girona have to at least take a point from here, from Lezama. Ramon Terrats looking for Ivan Martin, still far from goal. Now going on the run himself, puts it for Juanpe. Juanpe very forced in that control. The clearance goes back to the feet of Ramon Terrats, who quickly plays it with Borja Garcia. Borja puts it for Arnau. Arnau playing with Gabri. Gabri overcoming his opponent. Puts a cross. It's interesting there. And it's a corner after the intervention of one of the defenders of Amorebieta. Looks like it was Markel Lozano. Well, in the end, the number of corners has been growing. 5 corners now for Girona already, for just one of Amorebieta. Borja Garcia sending that ball. He was looking for Stuani. The defenders managed to clear it out with a header. Ramon Terrats picking it up, trying to put it for a teammate. Ball is still close to the area, but without no one who can catch it. And Larrazabal clears it without any kind of doubt. And it's Adrián Ortolá who goes to the bench. And in the end, I think it's Gabri, the man who's served the throw-in. And Adrián Ortolá now far from goal. Puts it for Ramon Terrats. 3 minutes left. Arnau with Gabri. Gabri going on the run, and that ball will stay in according to the linesman. And in the rebound, it does end up in a goal kick for Amorebieta. A very valuable goal kick at this point of the game. This only leaves with 2 minutes and a half. Probably it'll be just 2 minutes by the time Roberto Santamaria serves that ball. Fans cheering as they see the victory close. 2 minutes left. Roberto Santamaria has already served it. That ball was touched by nobody, according to the referee, or at least the last one to touch it was an Amorebieta player, so Girona playing it already. Ball for Pablo Moreno, trying to turn around in front of Oyeluengo, who intervenes. Sends that ball out. It's another throw-in for Girona. This time it is in a more dangerous position. Looks like They will try to send it directly inside the box. And in the end, there's a foul in that dispute of Bernardo Espinosa with the opponent. The Colombian disagreeing with the decision taken by the ref. It's Oyer Luengo, the man who was on the ground after that slight push by the Colombian. Well, we're really close to the end. Amorebieta really close to confirming what is a very valuable victory against a team that was coming in 6th in the table. Girona have not had their best game, certainly. Especially they've not found the way to connect with the front line. The defending of Amorebieta has been brilliant and strong throughout the whole game, and certainly very effective. And even with the setback of sending off before half-time, they've been able to resist in the 45 minutes of this second half. And there it is. Eduardo Prieto Iglesias signals the end of the game. Amorebieta keep the 3 points here at home. The fans celebrated because they had not won in a while. Their last victory was on the 5th of December. First victory of the year for Amorebieta, and against a dangerous opponent. And the 3 points stay here in Lezama, thanks to the goal by Gorka Guruceta after the huge mistake by goalkeeper Adrián Ortolá. Eduardo Prieto Iglesias having a chat with both coaches Íñigo Vélez and Michel Sánchez. That'll be it. And now Amorebieta still stay in relegation zone, but they're closer to Leganés, the first team out of it. Thank you for being on the other side. I hope you've enjoyed this game and enjoyed the rest of the match day 25 in La Liga Smartbank.